Hey gang, it's the Ancient Meddler, and I'm doing my first part of this new 1970s retro thing that I'm on, which is going back and looking at TV shows, commercials, things that were part of the culture of the me growing up as a kid in the 1970s. Now, I was born in 1963, so by 1970 I was 7 years old, and by 1980 I was whatever that would be, 17 years old. So my developmental years was really the 70s. So you could say 68 probably, right? Late 60s. There's a lot of stuff from that I remember too. So we'll probably touch on some of that. But it's really going to be the late 60s into the 70s and up until the early 80s when I was, like a teenager. We're gonna be talking about some of this stuff, and so I just did a video where I dropped that, and we talked about Saturday morning cartoons. That was probably the first part of that. There was a lot of stuff that I wanted to talk about that didn't get covered and didn't get covered in depth the way I wanted it to, even though it was a really long video. So there's going to be a lot of those shows from the 70s that, and I'm going to try to find some obscure ones. So if people know of ones and they want to talk about, let me know what they are, and I'll try and find them and we can share them. But this is about Schoolhouse Rock, and so Schoolhouse Rock was something that came about. I don't know when it happened for sure. I haven't Googled it or anything, but I want to say it's around 1973. So I was about 10 years old. So I would have been in like the third or fourth grade, and I remember this is when it kind of started, and it was on ABC, and so as kids we would get up in the morning on Saturday, and we had nothing else to do, and they had all this programming on TV just for kids, and so there wasn't a channel dedicated to that. We had three different channels, but that was it, and you couldn't record stuff. You didn't have the internet. You didn't have all this stuff. You had three channels you could watch. You had to watch it live, and so on Saturdays they would turn over their programming to cartoons and kids entertainment, and all of the commercials were for kids. And so there was a line of commercials in the previous video we talked about some of them where they were promoting healthy eating for kids. So instead of eating garbage snacks or something, you should eat cheese or eat carrot sticks and things like that. And it was done with music, and it got through to kids, and so it was having an impact on kids, and we were changing our behavior because of some of these things that we were watching on TV in these commercials. So ABC got this idea: hey, why don't we take this opportunity while we're capturing these kids' eyeballs and have their brains wired to the television? Why don't we feed them educational content that can help them be better citizens and learn something in the process, but make it fun and make it memorable? And it was called Schoolhouse Rock, and they introduced these things, and they would be like rock songs or sing along songs. A lot of them seemed like they were written by the dude who wrote Small People. Short People. Short people got no. It seems like the kind of stuff he would write. Um. Anyway, so we're gonna. I may do like some specific Schoolhouse Rock and review the entire song. This is gonna be more of like a medley. We're gonna go through and just touch on a bunch of them quickly and briefly and talk about what they were about, and maybe sing along. I don't know, but anyway, this is what we're gonna touch on. So I found this video that it has some of the videos on there. It's a playlist actually, and I'll post a link to the playlist, and we can enjoy it together. But how did this happen again? This is not supposed to be over here. It's supposed to be over here. This is over here. Okay. My screens get all screwed up and I don't know what I'm doing. I'm an amateur at this. I don't have a team of people. I have me. I have a poster of Albert Einstein on the wall, and he's my producer. So Al is my producer, and he gives me advice and recommendations. And then I have Killer the Attack Yorkie, who sometimes appears and stuff. But other than that, I don't have any production team. I don't have any help. It's just me, and I do these things live. I don't edit my videos. I don't clean up my videos. I don't do anything. I just come in here and I talk to you guys. So if I ramble, I apologize. that's who I am. That's what I do. I have OCD. I have ADHD. My son tells me I'm autistic. I don't know. I know I do have a lot of issues. And anyway, so this is what we're doing. And so I'm not going to go back and I'm not going to edit this. I'm not going to add little captions and I'm not going to add big flashy letters, and I don't do thumbnails and all that stuff. I'm just here to hang out and talk to you guys and share my memories and my thoughts and my feelings. So first one over here is it's called Unpack Your Adjectives, Schoolhouse Rock. And it's about grammar. It's to teach kids grammar. Which my son was in the gifted and talented program in school, right? And so I don't know what year it was, but it might have been like either way deep in middle school or the beginning of high school. And I asked him about grammar. I asked him questions about grammar. He couldn't answer them because they didn't teach grammar. They didn't teach grammar anymore. Now, my understanding is they've gone back to doing that. But there was a period of time where these kids, especially here in Texas, they didn't know what grammar was. I said, "Hey, Alex, do you know what a gerund is?" And he said, "Oh, what?" A gerund is, I have no idea. I said, "Can you conjugate the verb to be in the past present participle?" And he said, "Say what?" I said, "Will have been." Okay, anyway, this is about grammar. And this was much more effective than I was at communicating this stuff to kids. So it worked for me because I memorized all these songs. So that was the thing. We'd watch these things over and over again, and we would memorize the songs. And by memorizing the song, you're learning what it's teaching you. So this is called Unpack Your Adjectives.
As your body grows bigger,
your mind must flower.
It's great to learn,
'Cause knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power.
Schoolhouse Rocking, the chip off the block of your favorite Schoolhouse Rock.
So that was the jingle that would come on every time one of these Schoolhouse Rock things would show up, right? So that would play, and then we'd all come running. Maybe we were getting a hot chocolate or something in the morning between Scooby-Doo and, I don't know, Land of the Lost. And so we'd hear this jingle, we'd come running. What's on today? And this was...
To begin our show, unpack your adjectives.
Unpack your adjectives.
Got home from camping last spring.
So I got home from camping last spring.
Saw people, places, and things.
I saw people, places, and things.
We barely had arrived. Friends asked us to describe the people, places, and every last thing.
So what is an adjective, right? An adjective is a word to describe people, places, and things.
So we unpacked our adjectives.
We unpacked our adjectives. She's got the big giant bag on her back, which is her adjectives bag.
I unpacked frustrating first.
Frustrating first. Frustrating is an adjective.
Reached in and found the word worst.
Then I reached in and found the word worst. So you get the point? It's teaching us what adjectives are and how to use them in a sentence and how to use them appropriately, right? So we're going to skip to the next one. That was Unpack Your Adjectives. Next one is called Lolly, Lolly, Lolly. Get your adverbs here. So more grammar. This time instead of adjectives, it's going to be adverbs. So what's an adverb? I don't know. Do you know? I don't know. But let's learn together what an adverb is.
Ready, son?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Lolly, 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 get your adverbs here. Lolly, 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 got some adverbs here.
I remember this so well. Lolly, 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 get your adverbs here. Lolly, 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 lots of adverbs here.
Come on down to Lolly's, get the adverbs here. You're going to need if you write or read or even think about it, Lolly.
You're going to need adverbs if you write or read or even think about it.
Lolly, lolly, get your adverbs here. Got a lot of lolly jolly adverbs.
Whoever did this, they were geniuses. They were geniuses on how to reach kids and how to get things through to kids. So we learned because of it.
Here. Anything you need and we can make it absolutely clear.
Absolutely.
An adverb is a word.
That's all it is, and there's
An adverb is a word. That's all it is.
a lot of them.
That modifies a verb.
That magnifies a verb.
Sometimes a verb, sometimes.
It modifies an adjective.
And sometimes it magnifies or modifies a verb, and sometimes it modifies an adjective. So I think they've changed the definition of these things now. I think they're all just adjectives or something like that. My son was telling me this. He's like, oh, we don't call them that anymore. Adverb doesn't describe an adjective. Adjective describes an adjective. Well, whatever, dude.
Or else another adverb. And so you see, that is positively very, very necessary.
It is positively very, very necessary. Lolly, 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 get your adverbs here.
Lolly, 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 get your adverbs here. Father, son, and lolly selling adverbs here.
Father, son, and lolly selling adverbs. Why would I want to buy it? Give me the adverb. I don't need to buy it.
Got a lot of adverbs and we make it clear. So come to lolly.
So, okay, this one is less effective because I still don't know what the heck an adverb's for. But it's a really cool jingle that I can sing along to, but I don't really know examples of adverbs. So, are they going to get to the point?
Hello, folks. This is Lolly Sr. saying we have every adverb in the book, so come on down and look.
Hello, folks. Lolly Jr. here. Suppose your house needs painting. How are you going to paint it?
How are you going to paint it?
That's where the adverb comes
That's where the adverb comes in.
in. We can also give you a special
Paint it neatly. Neatly is an adverb.
intensifier so you can paint it very neat.
And very neatly. As it shows intensity.
Or rather sloppily. Ow!
We can do it rather sloppily.
Suppose you're going nut gathering.
I'm going nut gathering. Are you going nut gathering? Okay, that's adverbs. So let's get out of adverbs. What's next on the list? More grammar. This one's called conjunction junction. So, conjunction. Do you know what a conjunction is? Conjunction is a word that connects two other words. And what's your function? Conjunction junction.
As your body grows bigger,
And here we got the same theme song
it's great
again.
to learn. In Schoolhouse.
I'm figure out how long this is so I can skip it. All right, there we go.
You've been waiting for
I have been waiting for it.
Conjunction Junction.
I have. Conjunction junction, what's your function?
Hooking up words and phrases and clauses.
All right, I don't know who that guy singing is, but he's a very famous singer, and he sings a bunch of these songs. Because he sings the one about, I'm just a bill. And yeah. I don't know. Like Leon Redbone, maybe? No, I don't think so, but somebody like that.
Conjunction junction, how's that function?
I got 3 favorite cars that get most of my job done.
Conjunction junction, what's their function?
I got and, but, and, or.
And, but, and, or. Those are your conjunctions. And, but, and, or.
They'll get you pretty far.
What do we have today? What do we have today that does something like this? Is there anything? Do kids get stuff like this? What? Do kids even watch television anymore? So it's like, how do you get this? How do you get this message across? How do you do this? This was the perfect thing at the perfect time, and it was. This is conjunction junction. We're not going to spend a lot of time on it. Next one is called interjections.
When Reginald was home with flu, the doctor knew just what to
Reginald was home with the flu, and the doctor knew just what to do.
do. He cured the infection with one small injection, while Reginald uttered some.
Oh, right in the butt. He stuck him in the butt with a needle. Oh my God. They showed a kid's butt on TV and they stuck him with a needle. Ooh. He cured the infection with one simple injection or something like that, right?
Interjections.
Interjections. Hey!
That hurt. Yeah, that's not fair. Giving a guy a shot down there.
It's not fair giving a guy a shot down there.
Interjections.
Hey!
Interjections. Hey! They show excitement
Yeah! Ow!
and emotion
Set apart from a sentence by an exclamation.
and are generally set apart from a sentence by an exclamation point. How educational is that? Okay, that's interjections. Next one we have is pronouns. I don't remember this one. Rufus Xavier or something. Sarsaparilla.
Now I have a friend named Rufus Xavier Sarsaparilla.
Oh, yeah.
And I could say that Rufus found a kangaroo that followed Rufus home, and now that kangaroo belongs to Rufus Xavier Sarsaparilla. Whew, I could say that, but I don't have to, because I got pronouns. I can say he found a kangaroo that followed him home, and now it is his. You see, he, him, and his are pronouns replacing the noun. Rufus Xavier Sarsaparilla, a very proper noun.
Rufus Xavier Sarsaparilla, a very proper noun. So we have three words to substitute to replace that proper noun. We have a he, a him, and a his. And today we have a lot of other ones. So this show would be very long today. Got your him, your his, your hers, your theirs, the theys, the everything in between. Probably couldn't do this one today. That's pronouns. Next one is called verb. Verb. These are all grammar rock. There's also math rock, which we may get to today. We may not. We may have to come back and do this again. Grammar. Verb. And so this is another thing I wanted to talk about. I talked about it in my previous videos. The diversity that we had on television in the 70s is not like we had in the 80s and the 90s. Look at the people in this line. Look at the mixed ethnicity of the people in this line. Right? Is that woke? Today, people go, hey, this is woke. Hey, what the is woke? But it wasn't woke then. It was normal. It was normal to be diverse and to show people as we really are. It's a video about verbs, but we got people of multiple ethnicities.
To see, to feel, to live. I put my heart in action. To run, to go, to get, to give.
Okay, that's a song about verbs. What are verbs and what are they for? The next one is called a noun. What are nouns? Ooh, let's pick verb again.
That's where I find.
There we go. Nouns. What are nouns?
Well, every person you can know, and every place that you can go, and anything that you can show, you know they're nouns.
Where are their nouns?
Nouns a special kind of word. It's any name you ever heard. I find it quite interesting. Nouns a
Person, place, or thing.
Oh, I took a train to another state.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
The flora and the fauna that I saw were really great.
Really, really, really great.
I saw some bandits chasing the
Oh,
train.
no.
Wishing I was back home again. I took a train to another state.
Train to another state.
Every person you can know, like a bandit or an engineer.
A bandit, an engineer. They're all nouns. All right, this is a song about nouns. Now I know what nouns are. I can use them in a sentence more properly. All right, prepositions.
Like a butterfly or like a bee.
Like a bee.
like an ant, as busy as can be. These little words we call the
I don't
busy
remember
bee.
this one.
9 or 10 of them
I
do
don't
most
remember.
all of the work.
Of, on, to, with, in, from, by, for, at, over, across.
And many others do their job, which is simply to connect their noun or pronoun object to some other word in the sentence. Busy bees, if you please.
That's a really complicated explanation of what these words are for. This reminds me of the Book of Mormon. Does it remind you of that? I think that's what God was going for. Anyway.
On the top is where you are.
Top relates to where.
With a friend you'll travel far.
With a friend you'll go.
If you try, you know that you can fly over the rainbow.
Over the rainbow is where you...
Oh, the rainbow is where you go when you do lots of drugs. Anyway,
This is the tale of Mr. Morton. Mr. Morton is who?
okay, I don't remember Mr. Morton, so we're skipping him. Let's see, we got Rock the Body Machine. Don't know that one. Do the Circumcision. What? No. Electricity. What is that?
Flip that switch and what do you get? Number 4, electricity, electricity.
Electricity. Electricity.
When you're in the dark and you want to see, you need a
Electricity.
flip
I remember
that
this.
switch and what do you get? You get a
Electricity. Electricity.
every room can now be lit with just a
Electricity. Electricity.
where do you think
Yeah, I remember that one. What is this one? The Energy Blues. Oh, I remember this. I've got the blues.
Running out of energy.
Energy.
Like we use an awful lot
Of
for
energy.
driving, reading and writing and jiving.
This is back in the energy crisis time period of 1973 when the gas lines were a mile long. All right, what was this one? Interplanet Janet. I remember Interplanet Janet. Don't ask me what it's about.
Solar system is centered round the sun.
Well, it's about flat earthers would not like this one. Sounds like Joan Baez or something. It's folk music about the planets, Janet. All right, here's Telegraph Line. There's so many of these.
There's a telegram for you, ma'am, and the message is clear. It says there's something bugging you and buzzing in your ear. The results can be
Okay,
quite
we don't need to know about telegrams because nobody uses telegrams anymore. What is this one? Them Not So Dry Bones. I remember this is about anatomy.
them bones, them dry bones. Now they're the working of the Lord.
Yes, they are. Doop, doop, doop.
Bones are heard of, but seldom seen.
Doobie, 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 doo.
Except each year round.
Halloween.
But I've got a shockaroo.
Doop-a-doo.
Right now there's a skeleton locked up inside.
Side of you. You got a skeleton inside of you. You got bones inside your body. This one's called Gravity. I'm gonna skip some of this. Dollars and cents. $7.50 once a week. I have no idea what that one's about. Where the money goes. Taxman Max. Walking on Wall Street. I don't know any of these. Tyrannosaurus Debt. Don't know anything. Maybe I skipped all the ones on finances. Maybe that's why my finances are so fucked up right now. Did I say that? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Now we're into mathematics. Let's go. This is one. This is okay. This is Schoolhouse Rock number 1. All right. Apparently, this is the very first episode of Schoolhouse Rock that ever aired. It was aired January 6, 1973, and it was about mathematics and the number 3. And I remember this.
As your body grows bigger,
Your mind must flower.
it's great to learn.
'Cause now
Knowledge is power.
it's Schoolhouse Rocking, the chip off the block of your favorite schoolhouse.
Schoolhouse Rock. It's magic hat. It's rabbit ears. Kind of hat. But he's got 3. Why has he got 3? We don't need 3.
3 is a magic number.
It is. It sounds like
Yes, it
it
is.
sounds like Paul Simon.
It's a magic number.
It's a magic number.
Somewhere in the ancient mystic trinity.
And the man,
You get 3.
whatever he
It's a
said,
magic number.
it's a magic number.
The past and the present and the future. Faith and hope and charity.
Ooh.
The heart and the brain and the body give you 3.
3.
That's a magic number.
It's a magic number.
It takes 3 legs to make a tripod or to make a table stand. It takes 3 wheels to make a vehicle called a tricycle.
Tricycle.
Every triangle has 3 corners.
Every triangle has 3
sides,
corners.
No more, no less.
No more.
You don't have to guess. When it's 3.
When it's 3.
It's a magic number.
It's a magic number.
A man and a woman had a little baby. Yes, they did.
Yes, they did. They had 3 in their family. It's a magic number. It's a magic number.
3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27.
30,
3, 6, 9,
12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. So you learn to count by 3s.
3 times 10 is
30,
3 times 9 is
27,
3 times 8 is
24,
3 times 7 is
21,
3 times 6 is
18,
3 times 5 is
15,
3 times 4 is 12.
12,
3 times 3 is 9.
9,
3 times 2 is
6,
And 3 times 1 is 3, of course.
of course.
Now take the pattern once more. 3.
3, 6, 9,
3, 6, 9,
12, 15.
12, 15, 18. Yeah, okay, you get the point. It's about 3, and it's a magic number. You get to learn to count by 3s, right? Which does you really good when you get to college. Originally aired February 10th, 1973.
As your body grows bigger,
Your mind power. It's Schoolhouse Rocking, the chip off the block of your favorite schoolhouse.
Schoolhouse Rock. I got that, okay? We got that. What is this one?
We went to the four-legged zoo to visit our four-footed friends. Lions and tigers, cats and dogs, a goat and a cow and a couple of hogs.
a rhinoceros, and of course a hippopotamus.
All the music's really good, right? I don't know. All right, here we go. We're going to get, this one's counting by 5s.
Now everybody try to find a good hiding
I
place.
remember
This old
this.
tree is going
Oh,
to be
this is a good
base. I'm going to close my eyes and hide my face and count to 100 by 5s.
I'm going to count to 100 by 5s.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Ready or not, here I come. Apple, peaches, pumpkin pie. Who's not ready? Holler I.
Oh, all right, I'll count it again, but you better get hit, kid.
Ready? Here we're going to go. We're going to count it again.
5, 10, 15, 20,
25, 30.
35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90,
95, 100.
105, 110,
What?
115, 120.
Oh my God.
A bushel of wheat and a bushel of rye. Who's not hit? Holler I.
Ah! Okay, I think you get the point. What's next? They go different numbers. So it's going. The next one's 6 and 7 and 8, 9, 11, 12 toes. Oh my God! Here we go. This one is very applicable to today. To today. Day. This is about the Tea Party and no more kings. Donald Trump, listen to this.
Rocking and a rolling, swishing and a splashing over the horizon. What can it be? The pilgrims sailed the sea to find a place to call their own. In their ship Mayflower, they hope to find a better home.
Yes, they did.
They finally knocked on Plymouth Rock, and someone said, "We're there." It may not look like home, but at this point I don't care.
All right, so 3 things that pop out right there. So you get the Pilgrims. They sailed to the New World on the Mayflower, and they did it in 1620. I just learned 3 big things about the settlement of the United States. I'm learning history. All right, this one's about fireworks. I don't know what it's about. I don't know.
Ooh, there's gonna be fireworks on the 4th of July. Red, white, and blue fireworks like diamonds in the sky.
What that's about.
We're gonna shoot the entire...
All right. That one's called Fireworks. It's about July 4th. And this one's called Shot Heard Round the World, which should also be about the American Revolution.
The British are coming.
Yes, they are. Or they were. Not anymore.
Now the ride of Paul Revere set the nation on its ear, and the shot at Lexington heard round the world.
Where? Lexington.
When the British fired in
Who?
the early
The British.
dawn, the War of Independence had begun.
Oh.
The die was cast, the rebel flag unfurled,
That's right.
and on to Concord marched the foe to seize the arsenal. There you know, waking folks, searching all around.
Turn history into music, and kids will learn it. This one's called, oh, this is the one. Everybody, every kid I know knows this one. And we're going to do it together because it's called the Preamble to the Constitution.
Hey, do you know about the USA?
Do you know about the USA?
Government.
Do you know
Tell me about the Constitution.
about the Constitution?
Hey, learn about the USA.
Learn about the USA.
In 1787, I'm told our founding fathers did agree to write a list of principles for keeping people free.
Keeping people free.
The USA was just starting out,
Just
a whole brand new country.
Whole brand new one.
And so our people spelled it out, the things that we should be. And they put those principles down on paper and
They did.
called it the
It's the
Constitution.
Constitution.
And it's been helping us run our country ever since then.
Ever since
The
then.
first part of the Constitution is called the Preamble.
Preamble.
And tells what those founding fathers set out to do. We the people, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility.
He. Provide for the common defense. Promote the general welfare.
Secure the blessings of liberty.
To ourselves and our posterity to ordain.
And establish this Constitution for the United States of America. In 1787,
There you go.
our
Founding fathers did agree. Right? In 1787, our founding fathers did agree. And they wrote the preamble to the Constitution, which goes, we the people, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and ensure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, to ordain and establish this Constitution of the United States. And I know those words from this freaking cartoon on Saturday morning. And there's a whole bunch more. They just go on and on and on and on and on. So we're gonna have to call it a quits for today. That was our first taste of Schoolhouse Rock. Next time on, we will do some more of that, and we'll do some other stuff too. There's a whole bunch of, man. There's so many. It's like I'm a bill, right? The one about how does Congress make bills into law? There's a cartoon about that. And there's a rolled up scroll of paper named Bill who sits on Capitol Hill waiting for the president to sign him. Oh, there it is right there. Oh, let's do that. Okay, that'll be the last one. We'll do I'm Just a Bill. We'll do I'm Just a Bill and we'll end it right there.
Woo, you sure gotta climb a lot of steps to get to this Capitol building here in Washington.
Yep.
Well, I wonder who that sad little scrap of paper is.
Oh, no.
I'm just a bill. Yes, I'm only a bill. And I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. Well, it's a long, long journey to the capital city.
PC or bus.
It's a long, long wait while I'm sitting in committee. But I know I'll be a law someday. At least I hope and pray that I will. But today I am still just a bill.
Gee, Bill, you certainly have a lot of patience and courage.
Well, I got this far. When I started, I wasn't even a bill. I was just an idea. Some folks back home decided they wanted a law passed, so they called their local congressman, and he said, "You're right, there ought to be a law." Then
there ought to be a law.
He out and introduced me to Congress, and I became a bill. And I'll remain a bill until they decide to make me a law. I'm just a bill. Yes, I'm only a bill.
And I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. Right? That's Bill. All right. So anyway, you get the idea. Next time we'll do more, but we'll probably not. I'll probably move on to something else because I have OCD and I can't focus on anything longer than 5 minutes. All right. We'll see you guys. That was great. This is Ancient Metaler. Please check me out. I do reactions to a bunch of stuff. I do a lot of music reactions, but I'm also this is all my stuff about my childhood growing up in the 60s, 70s, and early 80s. So we'll talk to you guys next time. Peace out. Have a great one. Enjoy your life. It's Labor Day weekend and have a ball. See ya. Bye. Where's the stop button, Bill? I don't know. I'm just a Bill sitting here on Capitol Hill.